Hello. How's everybody? With that reflection back there, it's amateur hour. That's as much as you can hear. And that's probably more than I should have played. But you know what? I don't care. I got this boombox. See this boombox here? If you see it at Walmart, don't buy it. It's a pile of shit. The sound is horrible. It sounds like, I mean, it's a Bluetooth. It has a radio. It has a cassette. I haven't even tried the cassette. The Bluetooth is awful. And the radio is just sketch AF. Hold on a second. Hold on. What do we got? That one and that one. There you go. And then maybe this one too. How about this one? We'll do that. Okay, we'll hide that. We're going to take that down. Yeah. Anyway, how's everybody? Happy Monday. Hope everybody had a good week. We got stuff to talk about. We got some things. So who are we looking at? We got Phil, Mark, Rob loves books. Good to see you, Rob. Yeah, you're in Phil, you're looking at these old handles. I don't know why. I didn't put them in there, but I think everybody's getting doxxed. Everybody now is getting oh, there are my eyes. See? Oh, those eyes are they're getting crushed in an avalanche of flesh. You know, as you age, it just slides down like a mudslide from your forehead just into your eyes, and you can't see anything. So good evening. Hey, Brandon Carr, good to see you. So yeah, I didn't revert you guys back to these usernames. I don't know why. I don't know why that's the case. David, Joshua, Tim, good to see you. Jason, books. Yes. Yes, the JEFCON shirt. Yes. Okay. Well, I got to show the JEFCON shirt. I gotta show it. There we go. Yes, ticket sales they might still be open. I don't know if they're still open, but they will be closed by midnight for JEFCON. Today's the last day to get them. And I saw you, Dynamite, JJ Dynamite, snuck in there at the end and got one, you dog. So I'm glad to see you're going to be there. And but yeah, so that's it for the sales. The link is in the description of this video, this live. So if you want to get tickets to JEFCON, you probably got like 20 minutes left. I don't know. It's getting close. So what's up, Jim? Good to see you. Number one's here. Good to see you, number one. Alan, good evening, Alan. I finally uploaded the Gila video. Alan, I finally uploaded. I was sitting there. I got a whole bunch of videos sitting on my phone waiting to be edited, uploaded. And I don't know. The Babysitter Lives is coming. I got an Every House is Haunted from Twisted Retreat book video that's still sitting in my phone. It's weird. I don't know what happened. I mean, it's someone's fault but mine. Hey, Zach, good to see you. Most stuff at all Walmart is shit. Yeah. Well, this is here's the box if you need to see it. I've been looking for a boom box to play my CDs on. I've missed it. I haven't had one that worked. Last one I had, I got at Goodwill for like $12. And I saw this was $39. And I'm like, you know what? Let's give it a shot. It sounds like you're listening to music from a metal bucket. Speaking of metal bucket, what's up, Magic Duff Bucket? What you got for me today? Oh, the last Angry Orchard hard cider in the fridge. This is, what is it? Headless Pumpkin. So Washington Irving, right? Is that, Sleepy Hollow? Yeah. That's Fabulistic. And they still haven't published Sleepy Hollow yet. It's not in anyone's hands. Seems wild to me. It seems wild. It'd be like, the thing is, I was worried that Fabulistic would come in and shoulder everybody out of the game and take the market share and turn it all into turn the whole small press, fine press situation into Like, it's like when they tear down that restaurant that's been in the neighborhood for 50 years and put up a McDonald's or something. Like some sterilized, commodified, productized assembly line bullshit, That's what I thought. They're going to take away all the mom and pop, all the character, all the personality, all the businesses with passion, and just overrun it. Just pave over paradise is what I was worried about. And it didn't happen. And they haven't even gotten their first book out, which I'm not laughing at them. But I just, I was surprised, frankly. Did I say hi to you, Jim? I believe I did, but I'm just double checking. What's up, Mike? Good to see you, Mike Hughes. Lance is here. Hello. So let's take a sip. Cheers to everybody who made it through the week to another Monday. Oh, that hit a little different. That was a headless pumpkin. I don't know. That was actually okay. I just was thirsty. Food tastes better when you're hungry. And I was a little thirsty. I needed some flavor. All the air coming out of my mouth from the nonstop jabbering. It's only been 6 minutes, but you know what I'm saying. It can be much. It can be much. So, yes. What do we have to talk about? Oh my God. I'm just going to start with this because this might take the whole show or it could be over in a flash. And that's not saying anything about you, Phil. I'm just going to move this over here because I'm going to have to look at it. Oh, this was like manna from heaven. I was getting ready to put the show together. I was looking up some stuff, and oh man, this email came through, and I was like, oh yes, please. I mean, this email came through, and let me just say, if I was a younger man, if I was in my young and crazy days, I would not be able to resist the temptation that this email gave. And I would give into my more primal drives, my more base instincts, and do something that I probably will regret later on. But this showed up. Capricho's Books presents Richard and Billy Chismar live stream signing Q&A. It's tomorrow from 2 p.m. They said from 2 to 4. 2 to 4 p.m. So, and Capricho's Books, where is that? I think it's East Coast. So do you remember they're doing the douchebag edition of Widow's Point? They're doing sprayed edges. And they're going to do a signing. And so they're going to be there. And what the hell do they got around their necks? What, like lanyards? Are they like, they went to a convention and they had no better picture than this? Oh man, this is funny. So it's tomorrow. It's going to be live. It's going to be virtual Q&A. Join us tomorrow, Tuesday, November 18th, while we sign the 150 copy special sprayed edges edition of Widow's Point, which I will say I have right here. I'm going to read it. This is one edition I have that I told you I bought it to get that chapbook with Philip Fricassi's essay in it. And I got 2 of them. So this is my reading copy, and I'm going to give away Widow's Point at JEFCON. Or maybe I won't, because that'll be kind of mean. Everybody else is going to get. I got a whole fat stack of amazing stuff, and I'm getting more stuff from fans who want to donate to the giveaway, which is awesome. Much appreciated to get that stuff. So we're going to have a lot of stuff to give away in the last hour of JEFCON. Widow's Point could be one of them. I mean, I guess I don't want the book, and I'd I'd rather give it away as a gag. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll be funny and I'll sign it Dick Chiz or something. I don't know. Well, whatever. That's whoever wins it can make that determination. But can you believe that they're going to be live? You can go online on Facebook. I think Capriccio's books, YouTube, and Facebook. So I haven't looked it up yet. I'm kind of gonna stay away. I'm thinking the less I know how to get a hold of them, the better. Because I don't want to be somewhere tomorrow between 2 and 4 and get the idea that I'm gonna log on and ask some questions about Cemetery Dance and books that I bought back in 2013 that I still don't have. Like I don't, will that get through? Are they going to have a moderator? Is Dick Chiz going to tell them, look, you need to bulletproof the comment section? I got a lot of people out there that I've blocked on Facebook that I cannot interact with because I don't have the balls to stand up and be a man. So please heavily screen the chat because I can't deal with it. And obviously Capriccio's probably doesn't want that kind of attention either. And I feel bad for bringing them into it. Could you imagine? Like you're working at the bookstore and you're like, we're gonna have an author event. These are always so lovely. Book readers are always so kind and community oriented, and they're just such warm souls. And you never have to gird yourself against the worst of humanity because it's a book event. What kind of a barbarian is going to kick the door in on a book event and burn the place to the ground? And so the poor people working there, not knowing that they've got like Stephen King's jockstrap and his son, Mr. Purple. Mr. Purple. I just, it's like a caricature. I feel like I've manifested these two out of my imagination because these are the kind of villains I would conjure up. Completely impotent, like Bentley Little villains. they would be their own joke. Like they joke themselves. Mr. Purple. Oh, sorry. I know my daughter gets really, really annoyed when I amuse myself to this level. So she's given me enough electric shock collar stares that now when I laugh like that, I feel a zing, okay. I've internalized my daughter's cringe stare. And when I do laugh genuinely, I have to, there's a circuit breaker now. Like, ooh, I'm creating cringe. But please, like I'm looking at you, Jesse, if you're ever going to be around. If you are around, Jesse Garcia, this is like an assignment I would send you to. Like if I had an army of of vandals, I deploy the Jesse. He's going to be great at this. Yo, Saucebot, what's up, Sean? Good to see you sitting in a crane. Well, I would prefer to see you sitting on a crane taking flight. A crane, the bird, like a huge crane. Like in Australia, like I know the animals in Australia, they're like 5, 7, 8, 10 times the size of the animals in anywhere else in the world. So I imagine an Australian crane would be the size of a pterodactyl. That's how I say that name. If you get anywhere near my name, I just change it to Terry. There's like Mariah Terry, Katie Terry, Hallie Terry. If you're getting close to my name, pterodactyl. Good to see you, Sean. It has been a long time. I wish you could make it to JEFCON. That would be fun. Dick Chiz and Mr. Purple. Yeah. Purple Rain. Don't waste your time. There's so much good stuff to read. You're right. I know. Widow's Point can be the white elephant gift. I know. I thought that too. But I also don't want people, because when I do the Wheel of Fortune, like the Wheel of Names, when somebody wins, their name comes out of contention. So it's going to be it's kind of be sad if you're the last person, then you get the Dick Chiz book as a white elephant. But well, you know what? We'll see how it goes. I also thought of making it where there's no order to the prizes. There's just a table of prizes and you get to pick one. It just, if you win first, you're the lucky dog, Anyway. Big time gag gift. Yeah. It sounds too similar to the Widows of Winding Gale. I feel for Burke. Yeah. Widow's Point. It's like a Widow's Point is like a shart compared to Widows of Winding Gale, which is like an ocean breeze full of life and the earth's natural force. The replenishing scent of morning in a forest is Widows of Winding Gale. And Widow's Point is a shart. It's something that you need to go home and change because you overcommitted yourself to shart. But I got it, and I'm going to read it. I read the first one, but this is the complete haunting, which adds like a Scooby-Doo cast of characters at the end, I believe. There was one genuinely creepy part of the book. I'll admit it. One genuinely creepy part. And I'll spoil it right now. The guy's going up a set of stairs in the lighthouse, and he's recording himself as he's staying in this lighthouse. And like every day there are more stairs. And he's like, these stairs never end. And just something about that element, admittedly, was creepy. I liked it. But that was it. And the rest of it was pretty, I don't know, expected, cliche, if I'm being honest. And at the time I was being generous because I'm like, well, it's better than the book I wrote. So I was sort of like still a Chismar fan, still love Cemetery Dance. So I was being generous. And it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. It was like, oh, it's one of those books you read and sort of nothing really stands out too much. So you don't think about it ever again. Oh, but the complete haunting is after the events of the first book, a group of like Scooby-Doo characters show up to find out what happened to that guy who came to record the hauntings at the lighthouse. So the Scooby-Doo mystery machine rolls up, and these kids are going to crack the case. Do they? I don't know. I didn't read it. But they show up and they create a lot of other found content because that's the whole book. Whole book is found footage. That's the trope. So, yeah. I used to train crane operators. Now I've got another guy trained to train all of our crane operators. Train the trainer for the craners. Train the crane trainers. Yeah. You trained the crane trainers to train crane operators. Is this how Eminem puts together a song? He's from the D. Remember, we're going to have a JEFCON in the D or something like that, an event in the Big D. That's where Mitch is going to have Fracassi Fest 26. Yeah. I wonder if there will be an executive meeting of the Fracassi Fest organizers at JEFCON. Maybe we'll get together and talk about having Fracassi Fest at Universal Studios or something, or a cruise. I always love those ideas where you can cruise with celebrities. They can't get off the boat, and you're on the boat with them, so they can't escape, and you're on there for like a week. I wish JEFCON could be at least 2 days. I was talking with Gerald, a bibliopathologist. There's so many great people going to be at this event. And like Gerald needs his own hour to talk about bookbinding and all kinds of stuff. And I would love to do that. Like, if I'm deadly curious, I'm going to stick with it. I was going to correct myself. No, I'm deadly curious about bookbinding. Like, I would love to do that. Rebind a book, start making my own editions, JEFWord editions. That'd be cool. It's a crowded marketplace, so I probably would do it just for myself. But it's interesting to just sit and hear about how it's done, what materials you use, what are the techniques. Mine would probably come out looking like a 4th grade science project, but I didn't know a book could operate that way, where every page opens in a new direction. But good, congratulations, Mr. Pterodactyl. Put a gift certificate in the book, then it isn't too bad a gift. Ooh, Lance, you might have stumbled upon something. That I've been deliberating. Huh. Lance, you diggity dog. Nice. I think I'm going to write that down. And I'm never going to mention it again. Even at December 6th, I won't mention it. Okay. All right. Yes. You see how serious that? I mean, that was like, it's for reals. I'll be there in spirit, and in the spirits. Oh man, I wish. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Jason? Good to see you. Alexia is here. Good to see you, Alexia. And then Mitch. Mitch is here. I'm kidding. I just wanted to be playful. Mitch is fighting me in fantasy football. Is it go time? Are we at it? Oh, the favorite. The tides might be turning, my friend. I don't know. I don't want to speak too soon. But it looked like Got That Chizriz was going to beat me. Mitch was going to beat me in fantasy football. But tables are turning a little bit, Mitch. I don't know, man. I don't know if you got it in you. How many Jeff heads you have going? Well, sales were ending today. And I will say we are going for what we got is quality over quantity. Wait a second. Did I just get a new order? Who else? Yeah, I did. Uh-oh. I don't think this individual's listening or on the channel right now, but we just got a new order like a minute ago. 1 minute ago. I thought Jill turned off the spigot. But it will be off tomorrow. You won't be able to get a ticket. And I just need to get a solid head count. But anyway, how many Jeff heads? I don't know. See, that's a trick question. How many people are going who are like, can tolerate me and like, okay, he can't talk the whole time. So Philip will be there, Keelan Patrick Burke, Tyler Jones, Francois Vinecourt, Mitch, Chris Panettiere, Gerald Ward. So he can't take all the oxygen. So that's not a Jeff head. So I don't know how many Jeff heads will be there, but I think we're looking at like 35 people. Roughly. So it's going to be a really nice, tight crew. And for comparison, I think there were like 40 people at Fracassi Fest in Tulsa, where we were among the chickens and pigs. And that was awesome. The pig named Sandwich. I'll never forget you, Sandwich. That pig knocked over a fence while I watched. He walked up to a fence and oh shit. Oh god damn it. Mitch got a touchdown. It walked over a fence, it rubbed its back on the fence, and the whole fence just I miss Sandwich. I'll be there. I count as 2. Is it true that Stephen King will be there? Oh, I'm not supposed to say anything, but I was gonna keep that as a surprise. No, he won't be there. Man, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? Then we could tie him up and make him disavow Richard Chismar. It wouldn't even be like, I don't even want a signature. I don't want anything from you other than disavow Richard Chismar. I would like to burn an effigy of Richard Chismar or have a dunk booth with a Chismar impersonator in there. I would like to do that. I feel nasally. Sorry. Production note. Dude, Sandwich is even bigger now. Sandwich was huge. Sandwich, man. Oh. And then he wandered off. He knocked the fence over and he disappeared. I don't know how an actual living blimp could disappear, but I didn't see him the rest of the time. I was hung over AF setting up the laptop, and I didn't even know what the run of the show was going to be. And I'm looking at pigs and chickens and these huge dogs. I don't know, what is it, a Great Pyrenees? All those dogs. Big, gentle giants, just beautiful animals. The best dogs. Ugh. I'll buy a copy of Widow's Point for a Stephen King signature. Yeah. I think a lot of people did that. Hoping for that signature. And I'm sure somebody got one, but I bet you it was somebody that Richard Chismar handpicked. What's the plan for Friday evening before the con? I've been trying to contact this place, but there's a bar, a brewery, very close by. It's called Monkey Town Brewery, and they have good food and they have good beer on tap. I would have loved to do a tap takeover with Rapture, but I think we're just going to have to throw ourselves at the mercy of them. But they have this private room, and I want to make sure we can get it. I don't know if I have to guarantee people or what, but maybe there will be a reason I need to email everybody who bought tickets and find out if there's going to be anybody who shows up Friday night at Monkey Town to sit and have a good meal and a good chat. Those dogs would not let you stop petting them. No, they were awesome. No, I know. They were big, beautiful dogs, and they would just be like, they'd nudge your hand, you'd pet them, and then they just look at you again. They stole the show, Mitch, honestly. I think if you said Fracassi Fest and Petting Zoo and then just said Petting Zoo, I think people would go just for the dogs. You should have included that as a benefit, honestly. You would have crushed the sales. We're there. Okay, Jim. Yes. The Four Musketeers will be there. I hope so. Count me in. Monkey Town sounds awesome. It is really great. Alex E will be there. Okay. All right. Monkey Town. Oh, they got pool tables and everything. It's probably exactly like you're picturing. Like the Double Deuce. In fact, I'm going to ask them to change the sign to the Double Deuce. And I'm going to have a mullet. And I'm going to have to shave everything. And I'm going to be Dalton. And then I'm going to need somebody to be Wade Garrett. And we'll be the Coolers. Yeah. No, it'll be a great time. It'll be a great time. That's where we had our beer. That's a cool place. Yes. Yes, Phil. That's where we had our beer. Phil was on his way to an event in Nashville. Were you there? Going there? Coming back? And then I said, we got to stop and have a beer if you're going to be this close. I should have kept the dogs behind a paywall. Oh, Mitch, you put them in a little pen and you charge, $1 for the first 5 minutes or $5 for 5 minutes, whatever. You would have made bank. Oh my God. Going to Nashville. Oh, Nashville's crazy. When I drove to and from Chicago, it's like there's horrible teeth grinding traffic in Chicago and Nashville. Nashville is so stuffed. You can't, it's bonkers, and it's really frustrating going through Nashville. This is the worst part of driving to Chicago. Well, and then, yeah, Chicago's awful. So anyway, yes, Monkeytown. I will say Monkeytown has the best ribs. Oh, I am stupid for ribs. Just stupid. Nashville was a smaller Manhattan to me. A lot of homeless. Really. Yeah, that's, Nashville became a big destination for a lot of people leaving other states during COVID. The Great Migration. COVID opened the map up to so many people. And like everybody in Illinois that I talked to about moving, I said, well, we're moving to Tennessee. Almost everybody else, like, I know 5-10 other people that are moving to Tennessee. And a lot of those people went to Nashville. Nashville housing market exploded, and now it's going to pop. I hate dealing with Atlanta traffic for work, but at least I only drive to work once a week. Yeah. That's a perk. Yeah. I drove through Atlanta once. I stopped in Atlanta. I went to Atlanta for Days of the Dead. And I promised I would never go to another author convention. Not author convention, celebrity convention thing. I just needed Doug Bradley's signature in my hellbound heart. And we went to Atlanta for that, me and my brother-in-law. And it was a rainy day. It was kind of gloomy. It was a Saturday, but the town looked dead. Atlanta looked dead. It reminded me of Chicago. Honestly, I think it's a very similar vibe as Chicago downtown. At least the Chicago downtown that I left. It used to be full of people and energy, and over the years, it just hollowed out. I saw it slowly from like 2011 to 2020 for those 9 years, just an erosion. Good evening. Sorry I'm late. It's okay, Patty. I was watching my son's baseball scrimmage tonight. Well, that is more important. That's where the heart is. Yeah. Well, we have a Portillo's in Kennesaw now. Portillo's? Are you kidding? Portillo's? Oh, shit. I was saying that. I said, well, we have the ingredients, we have the recipes, we have the technology. Why can't we recreate Chicago food anywhere? Why can't we get a pizza place? And everybody's like, it's the water. I keep hearing that. You can't make Chicago pizza anywhere but Chicago because it's the Chicago water. You can't make New York pizza anywhere because it's the New York water. Fine. Okay. I hear you. I don't know if that's true. I'm not a chemist. I don't know if that is actual factual or if that is just a rumor or an excuse. Because when I went to Chicago, I had my favorite pizza 3 days out of 7. And I am mad at myself for even remembering I did that because it's making me crave it. I'm addicted. Like, I'm addicted to Chicago pizza. And not the deep dish. The deep dish is fine. I love deep dish. But Aurelio Super Six Pizza is really my thing. And I but a Portillo's creeping in. I'm like, isn't there a tipping point where we have such an influx of Chicago expats, that we can now have a critical mass of people that have the same addiction and need the same fix? The demand is there. I get so upset. I surprised the kids coming home from Florida one year, and we stayed in the town while The Walking Dead was being filmed. We visited this set. Oh, damn. Was that filmed in Atlanta? Was it? I don't remember. But that's awesome. That's awesome. Hold up. This light's a little bright. Sorry. I'm just going to turn it down a little. That's all. That's it. Just a little bit. That's all. I mean, it's not bad. That's cool, Phil. That's awesome. It was a lot of fun. Well, good. I'm glad you had a lot of fun, Patty, watching the game. Gino's East, best pizza in the world. I used to go to Gino's East. The funny thing is, this is how much I hate myself now. I lived in Oak Forest, as a single guy with a condo all by himself. And right around there was Portillo's and Gino's East. They were right there. And every Sunday once a week I would get ribs from Portillo's. They have Barnelli's ribs, and I would get them, and they were like fall off the bone. Oh, I'm making myself so hungry. And then I would go to Gino's East on my good day. So like when I ate too much garbage, I'd want to eat something good. And I went to Gino's East and I would get their chicken Caesar salad. That's where and so now when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh my God, I had all of that right at my feet. And I chose the chicken Caesar salad. But Gino's East is fabulous pizza. Would have loved to physically meet everyone at JEFCON. Hate prior responsibility and lack of time. I know. Shaking hands would have been great, but I would be slightly afraid of crushing the hands of the guests. Well, thank you for not like creating physical harm. Thank you, Jason. But it would have been great just to have you in the room and have everybody. That's one thing I'm looking forward to, because it's like everybody together, hanging out, laughing, drinking some beers, talking some books, getting some cigs. It's just one of those things. Sonoa, Georgia. Oh, okay. Is that where they were filming? I had no idea. Yep, around Stockbridge, McDonough, Hampton area. That's where I grew up. Is that Georgia? Stockbridge, McDonough, Hampton? I don't know it. I don't know let's see, this is all new geography to me. I used to know Indiana and Illinois pretty well, some Michigan and some Wisconsin. It's so funny. In Illinois, in Chicago, Chicagoland, you're more oriented toward north and east. You don't really deal with Iowa or Minnesota. At least not. I don't know. It seems like Wisconsin, Michigan, and Indiana are much more. They take up a lot more headspace. People from Illinois vacation Wisconsin and Michigan, and they live in Indiana, so they could work downtown Chicago and have more square footage and less taxes. Portillo's isn't as good as it used to be. The new owners changed the pickle relish to the Dayglow green stuff. Yikes. See, that's the thing. If you take over Portillo's, you keep everything exactly the same. You can't change anything. Portillo's is and I never understood it, but Portillo's, if you've never been to Chicago and never seen a Portillo's, their drive-through line literally will wrap around the building like twice. They have people out there with clipboards taking your orders before you even get to the speaker, most drive-throughs, you got a speaker and you talk to that. No, they have a person with a clipboard or whatever, an iPad, taking your order and walking the whole line so you don't have to wait and talk into a speaker. And it supposedly moves the line a little faster, but every Portillo's is like that. I'm hoping for a JEFCON 2. This December just didn't work out for me. I know. I'm sorry, Lance. I really wanted it in 25, and the date kept getting smacked and pushed and spanked. Keelan Patrick Burke asked me, he goes, well, why didn't you just get it in, have it in, oh, man. Mitch is catching up to me. Why didn't you just have it in summer or have it when, there's a lot of natural beauty in Tennessee? Do it when the leaves are still on the tree. So if I ever do it again, I would probably have it, if I could, at the courthouse in Dayton or at this Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary outside of Nashville. I can't say penitentiary. Penitentiary. I would have it there, but that's super expensive, at least for my budget. So a lot of stuff would have to change between now and then, but I would love to have had it there. You could tour, like it's a ghost tour and all that stuff. Man, that would have been sweet. But that's not how it shook out. You know what I'm saying? Didn't shake that way. Oh, great. God damn you, Mitch. You're starting to beat me. Anyway, looking at fantasy football. Yeah, I would love to maybe do it again, but I think 2026 could be a Fracassi Fest too. It's possible. I don't know. But we're going to have to, like I was telling Jill, we're just going to get through JEFCON 1 and then just reevaluate and see whatever the world delivers to us and go forward from there. So we'll figure it out. But I'd love to have it every few years, especially if we can figure out how to do it efficiently. I think getting one under your belt is a good experience. So anyway, South Metro Atlanta area. Okay. Chick-fil-A does the same thing in their drive-thru. Yes. And there was another place called Andy's Frozen Custard that did it as well, where they had the people with the clipboards. Is the demand that high? I don't know. Does it really move traffic faster? Don't the people still have to wait for their food? I don't know. But that's why I don't run a Chick-fil-A. I don't do that. So yes. So is Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. here? I didn't see him, but if he's lurking, I'm just gonna but I didn't see a greetings or salutations from him. What else do we got to talk about tonight? Fracassi, did you see that? He's got 3-book deal with Black Crow Books. And it's pretty wild. So he's going to have this 3-book deal with Black Crow. They're going to do Serafina, Gothic, and Gothic 2. And I am so stoked for that. I'm over the moon for that. I need it. We're not gonna get all 3 titles until 2027, I think. I think Gothic 2 is 2027. So we got some time to wait. I think. Am I wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong, fact checkers. Tell me if it's true or untrue. But that was awesome. I was so happy to see that. So I went to Black Crow's site and they changed some things around. There are a lot of books that are gone. And I don't know why. This is all they have on their site. It used to be they had American Rapture and there was Chuck Tingle, Lucky Day was there. And then they had the out of stock editions, which were Buffalo Hunter Hunter, Witchcraft for Wayward Girls. Now it's just these 4. You can get Coffin Moon separately, but you can also buy Coffin Moon with King's Sorrow here. And then the duology is still available. Sean, you told me I have got to read Coffin Moon. So with that said, I'm going to be I'm reading Longsight. I haven't read in a couple of days. Haven't read anything. Longsight, then Darker Days, then I'll read Coffin Moon. So I'm going to do that. So I'm dying to read a Keith Rawson. I'm going to do it. I have it. So that might be next after Longsight. And then Darker Days will be right before we do the book club. So Coffin Moon is my next read. Awesome, Mike. Hope it's great. We should have had the Chick-fil-A. We should have had the Chick-fil-A people managing the COVID pandemic. Things would have gone much more smoothly. Now, be careful, Patty. You're stepping into libertarian territory. I don't know how you swing, but you're getting close to saying private sector can do things better than government. I'm not saying I agree or disagree because I've completely abandoned any political standpoint. It didn't serve me. Politics is a losing game. Every side you're on, you lose. I heard somebody say it, and I totally agree with it now. It's not left versus right. It's top versus bottom. And getting people to think left and right is just a distraction. I heard that sort of chestnut of wisdom for ages. When I was in high school, when I was in college, I heard it for so long. I'm like, yeah, whatever. You're just trying to get me to believe your theology or your ideology or whatever ideology. But no, it's true. It's totally true. And it's almost like there is like George Carlin said it best. George Carlin said, yeah, America, we value our choices. You get 31 choices when it comes to ice cream, but 2 candidates, and you really can't choose them who they run. It's just whatever. Sorry, Patty. You T-boned me in the intersection of thought, and I went down that rabbit hole. So I'm not. Give up politics, political thinking, because it's all a scam. It all is. It would have been their pleasure to run COVID. I just mean the Chick-fil-A drive-through is really efficient. I'm teasing. I know, Patty. I know what you're saying. I'm just saying that I'm just saying. We're here to talk books anyway. So, but yes, it's amazing these efficiencies that happen when money's involved. Direct money. Anyway, so yes. Black Crow books. What else did I have to talk about on that front? I thought there was something else I had to talk about with that. But I did get this. I don't know if you saw it if you saw my unboxing video. I got this. 4 to Die For. 334 copies, which is or 332, which is a big print run for Thunderstorm. And I think it's beautiful. I can't wait to read Shiloh, Saculina, and Overpass. Just never did. I just never did. Never read Saculina or Shiloh. Even after there was some sort of a tie-in to Serafina with Shiloh, I didn't get on it. So this will be great. And if you've not gotten it, I haven't even looked at the secondary to see if people are selling it on the Evil Bay. You know how that is. eBay. I mean, Let's see. I don't see anything on eBay. Huh. Wow, there's nothing on eBay. I have a hard time believing that everybody who bought from Thunderstorm during the pre-order bought it because they wanted it. I'd imagine a lot of people are going to flip. Nothing. There is not one copy of For to Die For on eBay. Wow, that's pretty remarkable. It'll probably change soon. I mean, people are still getting their copies. Politics, many bloodsuckers. Yes. For to Die For is freaking amazing. So happy with it. Yes, it is. I don't expect any less from. You know the nice thing about getting Widow's Point, you could drop it. You know, you could like drop it on your counter. You can pat it real hard. You can use it as a coaster, and then you could carefully put your other books on top of it so that they're not touching filthy surfaces. Thank you, Chismar, for being my book welcome mat. Thank you, Dick Chiz. Yes. So if anybody's of a mind, go check out Dick Chiz at Capriccio's Books on Facebook. I might lurk. I don't know. I might lurk and see if there's a hero. And then a hero comes along. You ever see those there's a lot of videos, man. There's so many rabbit holes you can go down, and the algorithm recognizes that I'm a sicko, and it serves me up crazy stuff now because it's like a car wreck. You got to watch it, and then the algorithm has you pinned, and it serves you things that make you realize you went too far. You watched maybe something that was like in a moment, and then you're like, now I'm stained. The algorithm it's like the algorithm is what the Catholics always preached about your soul. Your soul was always this clean white linen, and every time you sinned, you get a stain on it. So you had to launder your soul with a priest once a week to tell Jesus, because you couldn't talk to Jesus direct. There's no direct line, you loser. You had to tell this gatekeeper, ambassador of morality, that you really didn't mean it. Even if you did, but just tell them, whatever, we're getting into the semantics. And then you get clean. But the algorithm, it is like a lint trap for all the worst of humanity. All your social media sins are informing this beast that lives outside you, but it is a direct relation to your soul. It is sin in the digital age, in the social media age, and it doesn't forget, and it doesn't forgive, and it keeps serving you more of the worst of your impulses. Anyway, I see these videos about somebody coming in to stop a bad guy from, like, say there's a guy harassing a woman, and then this other guy comes in off the screen and just like bam, open field tackles the guy that's hitting or harassing a woman. And they play that David Bowie song, "There's a star man somewhere in the sky. He'd like to come to meet us," or something like that. I don't know. I'm butchering it. So I got that song in my mind too. So I'll be watching this live stream Q&A for Capriccio's Books, and be looking for that star man to come in there and lambast Mr. Purple and Dick Chiz. I'll be sitting there waiting. Did you get a secret link from SST? Did I? Oh, damn it. When did it appear? Oh, I don't have a secret link. Why didn't I get a secret link? No, I did not. I'll check my spam. Nope. No, I see all the phishing scams are in my in my spam folder. And it's kind of funny. It's like, your bill has processed. Thank you for your $1,700 order. And then you're supposed to call them up in a panic. I didn't order anything for $1,700. Okay, well, we'll clear this up in a minute. Just give us your social security number. What credit card was it billed to? Yeah. So no, I did not get a secret pre-order link from SST. Now, I've been getting my SST books from Levidian. So maybe that's why. I'm persona non grata with Paul Fry. Ordered mine, Mike. Oh, shit. What is it? Can't wait for the next one, too. Saturday, not really secret, though, as it's been posted. 2 days ago, Jeff. What was posted? If it's not really a secret, go ahead. Nobody. There's 18 people here right now. 18. You could tell me, Mike. What is it? Is it incidents around the house? I need it. Is it it's a Mallerman. So it's either incidents around the house or Goblin. Probably Goblin. No, I didn't get it because I did not order Spin a Black Yarn direct from SST. I feel bad about it. I do. But I'm just in a bind, man. It's not easy times right now. So, okay, Goblin. Yeah, and it's funny. Thank you, Mark. It's funny because Goblin was the first one I read. I hope I can line it up. I'm not going to have matching numbers, which breaks my heart. I have Mallerman's number 3s. But yeah, it's kind of a shame. I am going to miss the matching numbers, but I told you I gave up on the matching numbers. I really did. I'm not going to care anymore what number. I mean, it is nice when you look and like, I got all Mallerman number 3s. That is nice. But I'll be getting Spin a Black Yarn. I don't know what number it'll be. I don't know who's getting number 3. I hate to have Paul Fry think I'm not supporting him anymore because I still am, Screw matching numbers, not very important to me. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for validating my decision to just walk away. To just walk away from it. We got a battle, Mitch. Mitch, we got a battle. We are really slugging it out. 75 to 77. And Dynamite, Cheesehead for life. Oh, no, not Dynamite. This is Brandon Carr whomping ass on the best league, the league leader, Peasants Eat Cake, Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr., which is possibly why he's not here tonight. So Brandon, you will advance to 8-3, and Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. will fall to 8-3. Very interesting. Very interesting. And I'm slugging it out, man. It ain't over yet, Mitch. It ain't over. Speaking of Mitch, I got my Rapture today. And I thought I would just check out the website and see what is available from Rapture. And I'm kind of mad that there's so much available. Daytide should be buttoned up and sold out. How are we doing on numbers, Mitch? This should be gone. It's the very first book from Rapture. It's a crazy, wild horror fantasy. And I don't know. It should be gone. The art's bonkers too. And then we have the new one, Maelstrom and Resurrection from the last two that are still available. And how the hell is Brothers Keeper still available? And Meat Ship. Now I know Meat Ship had a larger print run. I think 1,000. Oh no, 250. Wow. That was kind of crazy. So 250. Meat chip is awesome. I don't know why it's available. I don't like that. I'm just kind of surprised. Oh, and I don't know why there's international only for Daytide, but I assume that there's a reason for that. I just don't know it, and I'm not international, so it's none of my business. But there's yeah, Maelstrom. Low stock on the art print, low stock on the art print for Resurrection. To Be a Ghost is gone. Bye bye. I'm just yeah, and the rest is out of stock and low stock. Art prints, low stock. Brothers Keeper just shocks me that that's available. It shouldn't be. These are all bangers, man. Bangers. I notice oh yeah, that's gone. Ian Rogers. Anyway, um yes. So if I'm making you all dizzy, I apologize, but these are available. I'm going to upload I edited my video. I'm getting better. I'm going to be more timely, and I'll be posting that. I got my Fracassi from Clash Books. Very surprised to see that they are less than 10 miles from me. Yes, they are in Troy, New York. Mine are on the way, en route, as they say. I think I get them tomorrow. Gothic. So Clash Books is doing Gothic and Gothic 2 and Serafina. And so that's going to follow. That's why Broken Binding, or no. You know who I'm talking. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Black Crow. They're following that. They're doing that. Same thing. I still got some Rapture stuff to send out to those that didn't get DJs. Still got some to go. I'm over halfway sold out of Daytide. I think if I did Brothers Keeper now, it would sell out. Why is that, Mitch? What are you thinking? What is your thinking behind that? Because it's available. So if there's a demand for Brian Evenson, then you would think you could tap into it. So I'm wondering why you think it would sell out now. Just curious. My site is weird about international shipping. It glitches out. Oh, so I had to put a new listing that's digital for Daytide. Huh. I got them the day after they mailed them. Wow, that's awesome, Mark. But they're only 10 miles away. They should have dropped it off at your house. What's up, Jesse? Jesse, I was calling you to action for this. No, I can't do that. I can't show that. Can't show that. I was calling you to action for this, Jesse. If you're up for it, tomorrow there's going to be a special event for Dick Chiz and his son. They're going to be live on YouTube and Facebook with Capriccio's books. These two guys talking about Widow's Point. So if you're up for it, be nice. But you can ask questions about, what it's like to be somebody who just screws over everybody he deals with. I think people don't realize it's there, and I didn't have near as many people know of Rapture back then. It was also a 200 print. Oh, I've got less than 20 copies left. Okay, my man. I got you. I get it. Bring all your unsold stock to JEFCON. I'm kidding. I don't know what you want to bring to JEFCON, but and I'm sure everybody at JEFCON are the people who are already getting your chapbooks. But it can't hurt. Or it could. Or it can't. Whatever. You know how to do a business. You're a business guy. Oh, did you see my post? My Jeff Word newsletter. This is getting re-released, and you can get a signed copy from Park Books. And I need one because look at that corner. It's creased. It's creased. Oh, isn't that the worst thing you've ever seen? That's like torture. That's horrible. So you have to get one because this one's signed. This was from Nocturnal Reader's Box. So Park Books has a relationship with Malfi, and they always do sign copies of his new books. And this is coming out, and then there will be The Hive, I think, in 26, February 20. I think early 2026. Mitch, I'm catching up to you, Mitch. 76 to 77. It's coming down to the wire, my man. I ain't giving up that easy. Ugh. Oh, man. I am not happy with my fantasy football year. It is not good. So, yeah. Let's see. What else do we have to talk about? We got a lot of stuff. So I was telling you, I think I told everybody about this. I'm Mitch. Did you fall asleep halfway through a text? I'm having a terrible fantasy year. Well, you're about to dunk on the worst team in the league. So everybody's having a terrible fantasy year. And you know why? Because Vegas is now involved in football. It is. Did you hear about that? Football has been classified as entertainment, which means they could fix games. I don't know if you're aware of all the buzz around it, but it is ridiculous. I saw a clip of a defender going after the offense. Somebody had the ball, and he just stops and tackles the guy next to him who isn't even in possession of anything. And there was no indication that that person was getting the ball. It was so obvious that that player was following some directive that wasn't about winning the goddamn game he was playing. Oh, did everyone get the Fracassi comics? Not yet. I did not get Creep Show. There's a Creep Show has a new Fracassi story. I think it's called "Would You Please Be Quiet" or something like that. I want to get it. I wish I will try to get it before JEFCON, so I can get a signature from Philip somehow. I don't know if he's in town. No, I didn't get it, but thanks for pointing that out. We got to get it. Uh-oh. This is a tug of war, Mitch. It's now 77 to 77. I'm doing okay in the league. Not so hot in Tony's league anymore. I've lost like 4 or 5 in a row. Oh, Tony who? Tony Gear? I don't know why I thought of him. I didn't get mine yet. Yeah. So we looked at Black Crow, but we look at Broken Binding? Broken Binding still has Autumn Springs Retirement Home Massacre available. I mean, did you guys get it? It didn't ship yet, but it's there. And what's telling is that when this book doesn't have a rollover state other than underlining the title and giving a little bump so that if you click the mouse, this is engaged. But these other ones have second states. So they show end papers or naked boards, which is cool. Coffin Moon does not have a second state. But I'm dying to see this book. King Sorrow has a second state. And this is identical to the Black Crow one. Oh, it's sold out. Oh. Is this still? Yeah, okay. So this is still available. So this is sold out. I see. It has a little banner above it. Okay. Then all these other books, these are all available. Yeah, American Rapture, The Library at Hellebore, The Babysitter Lives, and Chuck Tingle here, Lucky Day. These were all over at Black Crow, and they're gone now. And now here they are on the Broken Binding site. That is so weird to me. I mean, I have this book. It doesn't say it's Black Crow. It's just weird. Why wouldn't they sell it in both on both sites? Oh, like give multiple lures out there to catch multiple fish. Because if you go to Black Crow site, you're like, oh, I got to get that Babysitter Lives book. It's over there on Black Crow. And you go there and you see it's gone. You're like, I missed it. Would you ever think to go to Broken Binding? Maybe not. Maybe it's a glitch. Maybe they're like, oh, shit, we've lost half our books. Tony's league is the only league I'm doing well in, and I'm crushing that league. Tony who? Who's Tony? Tony who? I got to know about this other league. I ordered a Goldboro Premier Edition of King Sorrow. It'll be my 3rd edition of it. It's so freaking cool. I'm not going to say whether I did or not. Not going to say. Just going to plead the 5th. I'm going to lose this week too. In my league or Tony's league? Who's this Tony? Tony is great. Tony is who? Tony who? I think now you guys have no reason to tell me who Tony is. And you're just going to mess with me. That's okay. It's okay. Everyone scores one off of this guy. Tony is the little boy who lives in my mouth. He lives in my mouth. Tony is a league we are all in. Who is Tony? Who's this league? And who's in this league? Red Rum? That's funny. It's fun. I don't really care. It's not like I'm jealous. It's not like you're my girlfriend. You're seeing Tony on the side, which is a true story. So, true story from Jeff's past. Thanks for bringing that up. It's like me, Jason, Tony, others. Well, I don't know. There's no Tony that comes to these lives regularly that you could be casually mentioning as Tony. So I'm at a loss. Is it Anthony Vincent? Is it Tony Gear? Is it, did you miss my message above? There's nothing, Jason. I'm telling you, I don't often get everybody's messages. The last message I have from you, Jason, is I'm doing okay in this league. Not so hot in Tony's league anymore. I've lost like 4 or 5 in a row over there. And then I'm going down the list, Jason, and you are not talking anywhere else. I have no other comment from you. It's pretty wild. This happens with Mark Kennefic with me as well. I don't see all of his messages, and I don't know why. Maybe I got filtered. You might have. I don't know why. Is there a thing I can live chat? Turn on live chat. Oh, wait a second. I changed it to live chat. You're still not there though. Okay. What is chat smoking? Oh, chat. I don't know. YouTube doesn't want you to know who Tony is. I don't ignore you, Mark, ever. I try to keep up with literally every comment that comes through from everyone. So sometimes it just doesn't show up. So I'll never know who this Tony is. Who's Tony's league? Tony is great. That's all. That's the only clue I have. He's great. Tony Tiger. So that's a clue. The Kellogg mascot. He says they're great. So, yeah. Now I know. Tony the Tiger from Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. I loved Frosted Flakes back in the day. I've tried to say twice now. If you see your comment, Mark and Jason keep explaining who Tony is. Zach knows Tony. I'm telling you, if you could see my Tony is a little boy who lives in my mouth. Tony is a league we're all in. You know Tony, or Tony knows you. Everybody knows Tony. Oh man, I'm gonna have to watch this back later on and see if the chat actually shows who Tony is. See, he ignores me. I didn't ignore you. You said you just ignore me. Okay, this is so bizarre. Mark, you said you just ignore me. Then I have a comment from Jason, Tim, and you again. So there's no you between that and that comment. Yeah, it's hard for me to keep up sometimes. Uh-oh. So I got a wow, a screen grab. Oh wow, Tony Petro. Wow, that is wild. Who that is crazy. Tony from Instagram. Wow, I see that. That is wild. I'm seeing comments now that are not showing to me for no reason. That's crazy. That is crazy. I mean, that is nuts. Dropped you a screenshot. Yeah, I saw that. Thank you. Tony is. What? Jeff doesn't know Tony? Tony's Horror Corner. I don't know. I don't really know who he is, so I'm gonna have to look him up. Wait, Jeff doesn't know Tony? Gonna make Jeff malfunction. Maybe it's a bad word filter, but how? How can that be? Tony Petro, Tony's Horror Corner on IG. Weird. Makes no sense, but whatever. Thanks for sending me that screenshot. It's not like I don't believe you guys are writing things that I can't see, but it's not there for me. It's weird. Hey, Scully, good to see you. It's been a long time since I visited your channel. I'm way overdue for a relaxing Sunday night. Oh, man. So good to see you here, Scully. What else do we have to talk about? Oh, you know what else Cemetery Dance is doing? They're doing a Barry Hoffman book. That's what happens when YouTube is in cahoots with China, communist China. We're still pumping away. Yes, I know you are. You're chugging along. You got such a good, loyal group there, Scully. It's good to catch your live stream. Thank you, man. I got to spread the love around too and get around and spend some time on other channels. And I do miss you guys. I miss enjoying and just sitting back and enjoying, just shutting up for a while, just enjoying. But yes, Cemetery Dance is doing a Barry Hoffman book. Barry Hoffman owns Gauntlet, and he's a total asshole. So it's like two assholes colliding and creating a big black hole of assholeness, and it sucks in some it's got its own gravity, and it's a sucking black asshole. That's what it is, instead of a black hole. And I'm like, oh man, I can't root for a book to fail more than a Cemetery Dance edition of a Barry Hoffman book. I just love to do it. Okay, Jeff, to be honest, I just checked back in my feed and I see no one named Tony. Really? I saw that. I thought for sure that's a different Barry. No, unless I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, then I feel bad for Barry, because that is a person who's partnering with a real dickhead organization who doesn't pay authors, artists, and deliver to customers. But the other thing is, Cemetery Dance Richard Chismar sent out an email saying, 1 day only, we will match your store credit. If you buy $100 in credit, you'll get $100 in additional credit, which isn't how he worded it. In the email, he worded it, if you buy $100 gift card from Cemetery Dance, you'll receive $200 in credit. It kind of makes it sound like you're going to walk away because you bought 100 and then they're going to give you another 200 is kind of how it feels. It's worded kind of loosely. They should have said, you buy 100, we'll give you an additional 100 for a total of 2 to show you how it works. But they said they'll match any number up into 1,000. Could you imagine giving them $1,000 so that you could have $2,000 worth of nothing? Could you imagine that? I just can't believe that there would be people out there that would still fall for that, thinking, oh my God, I'm going to get this stuff and it's like free money, because it used to be back in the day when Brian James Freeman was there. It had a reason. There were books that were coming out that I used my store credit for. But now you buy the store credit and then you can't even use it on books. They'll say, no store credit allowed on this title. So it's really, really a waste of money. You could buy a lot of Hoffman books for $2,000. I know, you could. Yeah. What the hell would you even buy? Nothing. Hello from the late train. Good to see you, Russell. Russell is like St. Francis of Assisi, who has all the animals come to him. It's like Russell of Assisi with a robe on, and like the birds are landing on him and all the animals of the world. Like, he has a way with animals. My dog Poe is a real head case, and when he gets tired, he gets really sort of angry and he'll growl at you. And Russell was sitting with him and petting him, and he was just blissfully a big mound of melted butter. So it's incredible, right, Poe? You love Russell, and Russell has a way with animals. So good to see you, Russell. Yes, you could buy a lot of Hoffman books. Yes. So anyway, there was that little thing that I just thought was funny. And as I'm looking at these Richard Chismar emails, I'm like, I got my Stand Artist edition. I really don't have any reason to stay subscribed. You know, I really don't have any reason. But I did, and I am. I'm still subscribed to Richard Chismar and Cemetery Dance emails. That's kind of a bad on me. So I was looking at Thunderstorm to see what else they had. I just like checking in randomly on Thunderstorm and other publishers, just randomly. And I noticed this title here. Why is this still in stock? Why? It is a fabulous book. There's no reason it should be in stock. And then Your Body Will Never Be Found by Jeff Strand. I was super curious about it. I haven't bought a Jeff Strand in a while. I haven't read a Jeff Strand in way too long. So Your Body Will Never Be Found. I'm very curious. But Bruises on a Butterfly should not be in stock. And it's only $75. Brian Keene recently got into it on Facebook with Mark Allen Gunnels. Really stupid. Mark Allen Gunnels went for Brian Keene. Brian Keene wasn't having it, and all of his sycophants came out and soothed Brian Keene's ego by telling him, no, that guy is a jerk. And he very well may be a jerk. Mark Allen Gunnels wrote Dog Days, Oh Summer with somebody else, and it was like one of the worst books I've ever read. It was a DNF, and I don't know what I did with it. I sold it. It was like the worst book I've ever read. Dogs, Oh Summer. Like, the dogs are Irish, and their last name is O'Summer. It was awful. What a really craptacular book. I've never read Brian Keene. And then look at this piece of shit. The Girl on the Porch. Ugh. I know that book is a total waste of time. So, yes, we talked about that. We talked about this. We talked about that. I didn't talk about this. This is interesting. So, I did share this on Facebook. This is Lit Escalates, and they're doing a first law series. So, The Blade Itself, Before They're Hanged, and The Last Argument of Kings. It's coming out on Kickstarter, and you could fund it. It's launching November 21st. The thing is, there's like over 5,000 or 6,000 people watching it on Kickstarter, and they're only going to have 2,000 sets. It's going to be awful. So there are going to be so many people that want it. I'm somebody that wants it. I want to read it. And I think if I had the whole set, I would read it. That's the excuse I'm telling myself. I liked the email CD sent out last week looking to trade Stephen King signed magazine for a Suntup numbered McCammon Boy's Life or Swan Song. Is that what it was? Wow. I didn't realize somebody was mentioning about how they were trading. They're doing the trades now. I didn't realize that was what they were looking for. Wow. Yeah, I laughed out loud at that email. Would anyone really trade that? You know, the really weird thing is that Stephen King's signatures do get a lot of money. But yeah, no way in hell would I do that. I would never enter that trade. Anyway, if I click check it out, will we go there? No, we have to go to another page. So I got to get out of here and go to there. Is that Kickstarter? Yeah. So here it is, launching November 21st at 10 a.m. How many people? Oh, 7,810 followers. And it's going to be a 2,000 limitation. So, assuming you are fast enough, yes. So he's signing book plates. This is all, the book plates are very, very nice. So 2,000 copies of each book. It's not going to be easy because it's going to be, and they're giving a perk for people who are following early. So there's a perk involved. If you just follow this and then you end up buying, you'll get a little extra something. And I just don't have any confidence. That's going to be 10 a.m. Central, which is going to be 11 a.m. Oh, man. 11 a.m. November 21st. Yeah, I'm probably out of it anyway. Yeah. Ooh, dog. Who knows? Whatever. But if you're of a mind and you know 7,810 followers, somebody should follow this right now and watch so we can watch that number go up. Just for fun, just for giggles. I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to show that to you. But I also thought this was curious. I should have mentioned it when I was on that page. But I find it curious. Pierce Brown, Joe Abercrombie, and then V.E. Schwab. I thought this was a new author, not like on par with these two. Am I wrong about that? I thought it was curious that V.E. Schwab got this recognition. It's very possible I just didn't know her as an author before and I'm just out of the loop on fantasy. Anyway, I would, to be honest, for a numbered swan song. Really? Is it just trade editions with book plates or a new edition with book plates? New edition with book plates, Jesse. They're brand new. I didn't read the whole thing. I'm sorry, but yeah, they're brand new. New art, new everything. So, and they're all signed by book plates. Now, I do wonder if they're going to do some that are unsigned. If that's the case, I ain't going to bother. If I can't get signed, I wouldn't even bother. But I'll always hate myself for not getting before they are hanged and Last Argument of Kings from Curious King. Though that was a big mistake on my part. So, and the last thing I want to show you is I got this from Twisted Retreat. It's the Nightmare Man. Cool sprayed edges, cool end papers. Like this guy's thinking, "Oh shit, I forgot to haunt that guy" or something. I don't know. And then it's signed. So Twisted Retreat, Nightmare Man. But I don't know. Is this book any good? Is it a good book? It looks interesting. So I'm just curious if anybody's read it and liked it. If I should move it up to TBR or not really worry about it. It looks very good. Going to have to read it soon. Oh, let me know for sure. I'm just curious. I take feedback. If somebody's like, read Coffin Moon, I'm doing it, especially if that someone is Sean or Mike or anybody. So I like to know how to organize my TBR. You know, the dogs are fighting. I think that's my cue. I'm going to wrap it up. We're going to head out. I'm going to return this boombox to Walmart and caution you against buying it. So, and if that's the best thing I could do, that's the best thing I could do. Let me just check in real quick. Fantasy football. Mitch is winning again. This is getting me upset. But we still have a lot of football left. It ain't over yet. Damn it. Anyway, okay. So I will see you next week. Hopefully I will see a huge portion of you at JEFCON. And if you didn't buy tickets, I'm sorry. We had to draw the line somewhere, get a head count so we could order some food and all the stuff, get the swag bags together. Anyway, so I'll see you next week. Stay cool, be good to each other. And if you're going through a storm, just know you'll be better on the other side. That is a Jeff word guarantee. Guarantee.